Now, I don't know if it's an age-related thing, but it's gotten to the point for me where every time I look in my wardrobe, it does bring me a level of stress. And I've got a bunch of stuff in there that I'm just absolutely sick of looking at. So today, whatever I don't wear, whatever I don't love is going. I've had enough of looking at it. Hi there. If you're new here, my name's Mariana. If you've been here before, welcome back. So a couple of weeks ago, I posted a video decluttering one section of my wardrobe, which was mostly blazers. But today I'm moving on to another part of my wardrobe, which is majority tops and blouses, vests, and things like that, that have been sitting in my wardrobe, some of them for up to 10 years. Some of them are too big or too small, or I just don't enjoy wearing them. I don't feel good wearing them. And I don't know why I've held on to them for so long. It may be the guilt of having spent money on these items. A lot of them I have worn quite a bit and they're looking a little bit worn out, or like I said, they don't fit me anymore. So there's no point in holding on to them. So today I'm going to go through my wardrobe really quickly. I kind of have in my mind's eye exactly what it is that I'm wanting to get rid of. The majority of these items will be donated because I don't think they will fetch me any money trying to sell them, but they are still in really good condition because I take care of everything. So I will be able to donate them. A lot of them are classic pieces, so they don't really go out of style, but if they don't fit, there's no point in my holding on to them. So I've got my IKEA rack here, and I've also got this basket which is also being donated. I don't have a place for it in my house and I just keep moving it around. So I'm donating that as well. And that's what I'm going to fill up with items that I'm wanting to let go of. And tomorrow, along with a bunch of stuff that I've got piled up in my garage that I'm also wanting to get rid of, I'm going to pile them into my car tomorrow and they are leaving my house. Okay, so this is the section of my wardrobe that I'm decluttering today. There are some drawers in here as well, and I will go through a couple of those. I know the items I want to get rid of because they look at me every day and I just want them out. So this is what I'm starting with, and then I'll move on from there. Okay, so like I said, this is the stuff that I'm wanting to go through today. You'll have to excuse the lighting in here. I've only got the overhead lighting on and it's quite grey and overcast outside today, and I don't have any fancy lights or whatnot, so I do apologise for that. So when going through my wardrobe, and this may be something that you would like to do as well, is you need to ask yourself a few questions. I try and keep it as simplistic as possible. First, I like to go through and just look at things that I no longer wear anymore or things that I do wear. So the things that I do wear, I'm going to take out and put on this little IKEA rack that I've got, which is the same process that I followed last time. And I found that worked really well for me. And as I go through, anything that I know that I definitely want to get rid of is going to go into the basket for donation. So I've got my work shirts in here and also casual shirt. The stuff I'm taking out now, I know that I wear on a regular basis and that I reach for often. The one thing I do need to pick up, and if anyone can recommend to me a good t-shirt that is v-neck, is a little bit longer in the body and a little bit more fitted, I find a lot of t-shirts now are quite boxy, and boxy doesn't actually suit me, so I don't buy them, but I do need some good t-shirts. So because my style is so simple, and because I generally only wear one color, I can keep my clothes for a really long time. I've also learned over the years how to look after my black clothing to make sure that it doesn't fade and that it stays in really good condition for a really long amount of time. Sorry if the camera wobbles. Bella's walking around and nudging the tripod. I have too many clothes. Okay, so here's one shirt that I do, sorry, it's inside out from when I did wash it because I wash my black clothing inside out. And also some fabrics are a little bit staticky, so I'll leave them inside out and I do spray them with a little bit of anti-static spray. Now, I actually really like this shirt. It's just a soft fabric, plain button down with a collar. And I bought this from Jackie E because they're the only ones that had what I wanted. Mistakenly though, I went for a size 6 instead of a size 8. And I have worn it a lot, but I find that during the middle of the day when I'm starting to get tired and agitated, that it does pull across the breast quite a bit, and I'm constantly having to adjust it, and that just annoys me. So I think I'm just going to let this go because who can be asked adjusting their clothing all day? So that one's going into the basket. These I wear often. So these are my Uniqlo tracksuits, the heat tech ones that I wear all through winter, but I'll do a little bit more of a video on these at another time, and I'll explain why during that video. It seems like I am keeping quite a bit. This shirt here I purchased from Portman's about probably over 10 years ago. It's just a sheer fabric, long sleeve top. It's quite fitted through the waist. It's got a really nice sleeve on it and a nice collar, and I still wear it. So that's staying. I do have a long sleeve black top similar to the Jackie E one from Portman's, which I do wear a lot. It's a size bigger, so it fits me properly. This is from Witchery. I still wear this quite a bit. This is also from Witchery, similar style but sleeveless. Also quite old, but I do still wear it quite a bit. It is a little bit big, but I like it with leggings and stuff. Okay, this shirt is from Witchery. I really like this shirt and did get a lot of wear out of it, but I have found that it is really difficult to iron. Also, the fabric for me isn't a soft fabric, and I constantly feel like I'm having to readjust it for it to be comfortable. And as much as I like it because it does really cinch you in at the waist, I haven't worn it for a really long time because, you know, that whole thing of having to iron and stuff, it's just, yeah, it's not for me. I don't have time nor the inclination for ironing. A David Lawrence top that's like a cow neck, really easy to wear, but again, I've not reached for it in years, so happy to also let that go. The other question that you should ask yourself that I think is really important and that people quite often skip over is, does it align with the person that you're wanting to be? Now, I'm not talking fantasy clothing. Like I mentioned in my last video, the Carrie Bradshaw tutu. I'm talking about things that make you feel good when you wear them and align with the person that you're trying to become or the life that you're trying to create. But having said that, the clothes that you own should fit into the current lifestyle that you have. So for me, the Carrie Bradshaw style tutu doesn't really align with my lifestyle as much as I would like it to align with the person that I'm trying to become. You know, you have to be realistic. This is another top that I got a lot of wear out of. It's also from Portman's, but it is too big. And I did really love wearing this top, but the last time I wore it a few months ago, I didn't feel good in it because it was so big on me. I mean, it doesn't look big, but it didn't fit properly. So it didn't cinch me in at the waist like it did when I initially bought it, because I have lost weight since then. And I mean, realistically, given my age and judging from what the scales are flipping doing these days, yeah, more than likely it's going to fit me. But you know what? I've had it for so long, I'm just happy to let it go. Another top from Portman's, again, inside out. It's really cute, but it is a little bit big. And I did love the tails on the back of this. I love anything with a tail. But again, it's just not something that I've reached for in the last 3 or 4 years. I majority wear black anyway, so I'm happy to let that one go. Again, I really like this top. So this one is from Portman's as well. I get a lot of my workwear from Portman's because I find their stuff fits me really well across the shoulders. I just like their stuff and it lasts a really long time. This has got sort of like a bell sleeve on it and it is V-neck front and back. I have enjoyed wearing it, but again, it's not something that I've reached for a few years, so I'm happy to let that one go. Another top that I'm happy to let go of, again, I have had this for so long. It does still fit me, a little bit big, but it does still fit, but I haven't reached for it, so I'm letting it go. This is just a little ruched cami, and This would have to be 14 years old. Still has the tag on it. I have never worn it. I always think that I'll be able to wear it or be able to style it, but I don't know. Maybe I should keep it in the, after 14 years. You know what? I'm going to put it in the maybe pile, and I'm going to try and style it up a couple of different ways and see if I can get used to it, because I really do like the way it's quite drapey. So I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. That seems ridiculous, doesn't it? I do have a fair few items left, but they are items that I do still wear and enjoy wearing. So I'm happy to keep them, but I've got rid of a basket full. So next I'm going to move on to my drawers. Another jumper that's really cute, but I haven't worn it in I don't know how many years, is this little off-the-shoulder fitted knit from Witchery with little silver stars on it. Again, I have not worn it for years and years, and I think it's because of the silver stars. If it was plain black, I would probably just keep it. This top, also from Portman's and has a matching skirt. I wash everything inside out, fold it, and put it away inside out. It's ridiculous. I bought it when I was about 3 kilos thinner than what I am now, along with the matching skirt. And I didn't feel comfortable then when I purchased it, but I was with someone else who said that it fit me perfectly and that the small was too big for me at that time. So that can also go. And I've got the matching skirt, which is a long fitted knit skirt with a split on the side, which is quite cute, but again, I don't feel confident wearing it, so happy to let it go. Cardigan from H&M that is it from H&M? Yeah, that I never really wear because it is quite big. Don't feel comfortable in it, so I can go. And off the shoulder, I love off the shoulder. I absolutely love off the shoulder, but here's another top. This one is actually Veronica Main that I bought a few years ago. Never worn it. It can go. Sometimes you just have to be a little bit cutthroat. Extra small, going. I do have a few off the shoulder jumpers. This one's from Witchery. It's small. I still wear it, so I'm keeping it. The rest of the items I know I'm keeping, so that's not an issue. Second drawer. I cleaned this out not that long ago. These drawers with jeans and stuff, and got rid of a whole bunch then, but there are a couple of laggers that have remained that I need to get rid of. So these still fit, but I haven't worn them in about 2 years because they don't really align with the person that I'm trying to create. Yes, they're casual, they are really cute, but being 47, and each to their own, there's no judgment from me, but I just feel that because they are quite short and the tears in them, that they're just not age appropriate for me. But again, each to their own. Same as these ones, really comfortable, really soft, and I have enjoyed wearing them, but not for me anymore. And the other drawers I've been through previously, so I'm happy with what's in there. These are the coat hangers that I've emptied. So there is still a fair few items in there, probably a lot more than what I would like, but I do still wear them. So I'm not just going to cull stuff that I still wear and enjoy just for the sake of, getting rid of stuff. I'm never going to be a 10 item wardrobe person, nor do I feel the obligation to make myself a 10 item wardrobe person. You need to do what's comfortable for you if you like to have more clothes. Also, I only work from the office 3, maybe 4 times a week. And because I live on my own, I don't feel the need to do washing every single week. I've got enough clothes that will get me through the 8 or 9 days that I'm actually in the office per fortnight. And the clothes that I wear will fit in one load, so that reduces the amount of washing on my clothes, so it does increase their longevity and also saves me electricity and water from washing a couple of items every single week. So I'm happy to leave additional items. Like I said, I feel no need to be a 10 item wardrobe person. The other thing that I know I want to get rid of are my Birkenstocks. I never wear them. I don't enjoy wearing them. I don't find them overly comfortable. So I wish I'd never bought them. I'm letting them go. I also went through another section of my wardrobe and found some hats that I no longer wear. I'm a hat person. I love hats. You'll see me in baseball caps all the time. And when I'm traveling, I'll wear different hats and stuff because I really enjoy wearing them. Adelaide's a little bit more conservative, so wearing, you know, different styles of hats is a little bit harder here. But you know, when I travel overseas or interstate, I just love to wear hats. So, but I do have other ones that are similar to these that I enjoy wearing more. So I'm also letting go of these. Now I'm going to count out how many items I've actually managed to get rid of in, I don't know what, less than 10 minutes. Okay, so it's now the next day and I'm redoing the end of this video because the lighting in here is better. The lighting in there is just horrendous. But anyway, I did manage to eliminate 20 items out of my wardrobe yesterday, and I know that's not a lot, but that is in addition to the items that I removed from my wardrobe a couple of weeks ago. And it's taken a long time to accumulate that many clothes, and I keep them for such a long time. So, you know, you can take your time in this process of reducing your wardrobe. Like I mentioned, I will never be a minimalist. I'll never be a 10 item wardrobe kind of person. But I have to admit, with every item that gets removed from my home, whether it be my wardrobe or decor or whatever it might be, it does make me feel better. It does make me feel lighter and less anxious when I, you know, open a cupboard and things are a bit more curated. If if that's the word that I can use, I think, yeah, curated is a good word. But I think the clothes that I did keep really align with my own sense of style and also align with the person that I'm trying to become. And I don't think that decluttering is a one and done thing. And I refuse to put so much pressure on myself, and nor should you put a lot of pressure on yourself to conform with somebody else's idea of minimalism or what our wardrobe should look like. And I think in these situations, you should always go at your own pace in a way that feels comfortable to you, that's not going to increase your anxiety. I know there is a lot of guilt around removing things from your wardrobe or from your home because you have spent money on it, or alternatively, there could be some sort of sentimental feeling that you're trying to hold on to. There are a lot of factors that go into it, so always go at your own pace in a way that you're comfortable with. So there are some questions that I do ask myself to make it as easy as possible. Firstly, I went through and just looked at the things that I really don't like and really don't reach for. So they were the easy things to eliminate. The things that don't fit, either the things that are too small for me now that I'm hoping to lose weight to get back into, that's just putting another level of pressure onto myself. And I don't want to hold on to that because it does really increase anxiety, especially because I think for myself, being in my late 40s, your body is changing. So I'm not going to put so much pressure on myself to get into clothes that I no longer fit into. Also, things that are too big for me, that, like I mentioned yesterday, I mean, I could put the weight back on, you know, it's probably inevitable, but you know what? I'm happy to let those items go. So I kind of like bullish items. So I'm happy to just let them go. And then the last question, and the one that I've really been thinking about lately, mostly, I know there's lots of questions out there. You know, you watch lots of different videos of people that are decluttering their wardrobes. But for me, the biggest thing that I found that has helped me to reduce things in my home and in my wardrobe is, does this item align with the person that I'm trying to become, align with the person that I'm trying to create? And again, I'm not talking about that fantasy self. I'm just talking about my realistic expectation of where I want my life to go and how I want to show up in the world and how I want to dress when I show up in the world. So that they're the most important questions for me at this time. But what else I found by doing it in this gradual process is it does eliminate that sense of guilt around items that I have purchased, because the longer I look at them, the more I realize that I don't want them. They don't belong in my house. They don't belong in my life. So that makes them really easy to let go of. The other thing I've noticed is it does make me second guess when I go to purchase something new, because over time I have sort of, I've gained a greater understanding of my own personal style. So when I go shopping, it has to fit in with the style that I'm wanting to portray now. Again, so it goes back to that fantasy self person. It also helps me reduce the pressure to buy things that may be on trend. And it's just about being comfortable in my own self and in the clothes that I'm comfortable in showing up in. So there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of psychology, I think, behind, your clothing and the items that you choose and the items that you keep. So again, please don't feel obliged to conform with anybody else's idea of a minimalist wardrobe or a capsule wardrobe or a uniform, whatever that might be. Just go at your own pace and do what you feel comfortable with. Anyway, I think that's all I need to say on the matter. If there is anything in this video that resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. Are there any questions that you ask yourself before eliminating an item from your wardrobe? Please also drop that in the comments, because it does help other people when they're going through their own decluttering process. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, as it does help to push my videos out to more amazing people like yourselves. And also please consider subscribing. I am trying to grow my channel. I am a beginner, and of course, I really do appreciate it. Let's see if we can get to 250 subscribers before June. I would really appreciate that. Anyway, that's it from me today. Until the next one, I hope you all have a fabulous day. Bye.